I find it to be a spit in the face to the American people for anyone to try to gaslight us on the subject of, listen, immigration law and paying money to Ukraine and Israel and Taiwan should be two different bills. The fact that anyone in Congress has the audacity to put them together should tell you that they're operating in a level of nefariousness. There's no way in the world that makes sense. American border security is completely different than foreign border security. We're spending billions of dollars in order to help them secure their border and secure their pensions, to help them fight a border war. And I'm not opposed to us strategically helping, but Ukraine is not going to win this war. We're just funding an inevitable loss. We're funding an inevitable loss. If Russia is fighting Ukraine with billions of dollars of help from us and they still haven't overcome Russia, Ukraine has not overcome Russia, then what are we talking about? That means that this war would have been over in 25 minutes if they didn't have direct help from the United States of America. So why then are we giving our money and resources to these people to support their pensions? What are we going to do about this, America? We have to vote our way out of this. And there's so many people that have this level of insouciance, this level of complacency, this level of cowardice, maybe even a level of, I'm trying to think of the word where you're just burnt out. I can't think of the name of the word. They've just gone off the rails. No, it's not fatigue. It's apathy, a sense of apathy, right? You're just worn down at the idea of politics. Therefore, you don't study, you don't think it through. You become you divert your attention from it and just say it's gonna happen if it's gonna happen. I think a lot of people are in that position. Well, let me tell you something, sweetheart. It gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Is what happened in Germany. The pastors were sitting on their hands because they didn't want to get into. They didn't want to talk about politics. Hitler was voted in, duly elected by the people, while the church sat idle and said, "We're not gonna talk about politics. That's not in our wheelhouse." Jesus wasn't a politician. And they did not have influence on the culture enough to identify the devil. And he got elected and started killing innocent people by the millions. And then the churches want to peek their head up out of the dirt and up from underneath the dead bodies to say, wait a minute. That's not right. And Hitler killed them. It was too late. It was too late. What are we going to do, America? Sitting on the sideline, hoping to God that somebody make a play for you is not going to work. Hoping to God that your neighbor's going to show up to vote. Hope to God that your grandpa and them going to give their final vote is not going to work. A hope and a prayer alone will not work. Faith without works is dead. I will say that till I'm green in the face. You can talk and think and do all that all you want. You need to put some doggone action behind what you think. You need to make sure that you're voting in local elections. Voting out these cowards in the school board and all these other places that you have the right to vote in positions that you have the right to vote on. Take it seriously. If you don't know what to do, Google it. Look it up. Talk to somebody. It is our opportunity now to take our country back because these people are leading us off a cliff. And they have not measured the distance between the side of the road and the cliff. They weren't paying attention. They're too busy doing trickery. They're too busy trying to be woke and be social justice warriors and virtue signal that they're not doing. They're running the curb, but they haven't done a mathematical equation of the speed that you should be going around the curve. And I can imagine us being in a school bus, and the driver ain't calculating it and thinking through, how much of a degree turn and what kind of handling does this bus have, because we're going 66 miles per hour into a curb. And this bus ain't got the aerodynamics. The bus don't have the specs that it needs. It don't have the proper base that it needs. It's too heavy on the top. The tires ain't good. And you finna go 66 miles per hour into this corner, and we gonna go off the cliff. Because instead of them evaluating and saying, look, let me keep it real. Let me tell y'all, we not going to make it to this trip in time because we don't have the vehicle that can get us there. Instead of them telling us this, they lie to us about the vehicle. Oh, it's the best, the state of the art. We just changed the tires yesterday. What else do you want to hear us say so you support us? Instead of looking at us and saying, look, man, I ain't going to lie to y'all. I can't get you there at this time. I can get you there alive, but it ain't going to be on time. I'll tell you the truth. Them tires ain't been checked, so I ain't finna hit this corner going 66 miles per hour. That's what the country needs to be doing. Leadership should be telling us the truth, even though we may not want to hear it. But instead, they lie, they deceive, they're gaming us, and they are not monitoring whether or not we're gonna get this curb too fast and go off of the cliff. And I think right now we're headed in that direction. They are not thinking about the policies that they're putting in place and the residual effects